Alright guys, welcome back. So what I'm going to be doing today is the Boomba shifter plate, and then also I have the brass bushings that I'm going to be putting on as well. I do want to say, so there is a washer that comes with the Boomba shifter plate. Do not lose that. You need that. Just saying now, put it somewhere where you're not going to lose it. I'm going to leave that set up kind of just like that for right now. And I got the car already lifted. And what you're going to need for the job is, so you are going to need a 12, a 14, and a 17. You're going to need some type of an extension, or at least it should help you. I have a little swivel joint just in case. Obviously, you're going to need your ratchet. You're going to need your wrenches of a 12 and a 14. You're going to need a hammer because you're going to have to punch out a little pin, screwdriver, and then pliers for well, you'll see. There's like a little clip that we're going to have to slide out. So we will start taking apart everything, and we'll go from there. So as my dog just eats the palm tree. Why? What does it taste like? Speak to us. What the hell does that taste like? Unreal. Alright, wish me luck. I gotta watch them at the same time. Real quick, forgot as well, I went out and bought just a pack of this. This was like, I don't know, 15 bucks. But you're gonna need a punch. So I just got a 6-piece kit, but you're gonna need a 5mm and possibly a 4mm as well too. So, but definitely a 5. So first things first, so we are going to take off this heat shield because we're going to need to access bolts up there later on. So I'm going to take this off and then move to taking off these cross members here. So alright guys, so what I'm actually going to try and do is, so I removed this bracket, the front bracket towards the front of the car for the transmission, and then obviously the heat shields here. I think I'm gonna try and work around the other ones, not because it's difficult to get the brackets off. It just looks like I have enough room. And as far as getting that bolt right there on the top there, I definitely think I can get in there with my extension and a pivot socket. So it's really, there is bolts on the top. You probably can't really see my hand up here because I got the black glove on, but so up here there is a bolt on the top. So by removing this front bracket, that should definitely give me access to it. So next, I believe, so I'm going to be taking off this bracket here, and then I'm going to take off this heat shield here as well too. Both of these heat shields. This heat shield we are not going to use anymore. It does not fit on the Boomba shift plate. This one does, so we will be using this again. So alright guys, so I just want to let you know, so for this heat bracket, the bolt on the top, I guess you can take this edge right here and just kind of follow that all the way up, and you'll find the bolt. It's literally right over here. It runs like horizontally, not vertically. So I came through the back here and was able to get both my wrench and my socket up there. Hold on, the socket's about to hit me in the teeth. Both my wrench and my socket up there. My wrench really couldn't move enough to crack it, but the socket did. Moved like literally 1mm maybe. And it cracked it, and then I got my wrench up there and I just got it on and started loosening it up. You do not feel like you're doing anything because you are moving. You're basically not moving, but eventually it comes loose. So just be patient with it. It's really not that difficult as everyone seems or makes it out to be. Just kind of got to be a little creative. So, but just want to let you know. So now I'm just using my finger to loosen it all up. Hopefully I don't lose the bolt. Here it comes. Hopefully it's the right bolt, right? That'd be a good thing too. All right. There's the bolt, just decided to fall on me. And then there's the shield. So easy enough. So see, it runs horizontally, not vertically like these ones here. So good luck. So we got all the heat shields off, and then next we are going to be taking this pin out, and then I'm going to be changing out this bushing in here, and then obviously we're going to work on getting the shift plate off and putting on the new one, putting everything back together. So it's not, everything so far so good. I'm just going to say that. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. I ended up taking the cable off. It's just these two, what are they? One there and one there, 12mm bolts. But I just stuck a flathead in there and just kind of pried it out in the center and just kind of pried it out. And then, sorry, I only got two hands. Then I put the brass shifter in. So there's the two bushings. One goes in one side and one goes in the other side. So, and then this will obviously be sliding back on when we have the new shift plate in. So for now, just to kind of get this out of the way, I'm just going to kind of rest it over on the axle here, so it's not pulling on anything. But and then we can get to sliding the shift plate out. What I'm going to be doing is kind of just kind of wedging it back and forth to loosen it up. And after I forgot, sorry, I need to get my punch and punch that pin out up there. I have to be careful. There are two pins in there, so I just want to make sure that you know, I get both of them. I am going to need them, so to put into the Boomba. So, and then once I get that out, I will then just kind of pull the plate off, and then we could get to the install. So if there is any issues, I'll walk you guys through it. Some people do have issues with the pin, so we will find out. If I have any tips, tricks, of course I'll let you know. So hey guys, just so you can see what the punch, what the little pin looks like. So you got that second pin in there, and then kind of the setup that I used was, so obviously I used my punch, but what I did was to get better leverage, so I put it in the back of an extension and then put it up, and then was able to have better leverage. Otherwise you're trying to squeeze a hammer up there to try and punch through, as opposed to back here we got a ton of room. So alright, so before I put everything 100% back together, and I'll take you under the car and show you what I got going on. I'm in the car. I want to make sure that I can run through all the gears. Obviously, I'm going to say this is a drastic difference. Make sure you get into reverse, of course. Seriously, a drastic difference. So my car comes with the STI short shifter. That thing sucks. It literally does nothing. This makes a massive difference, to the point where I don't think I'm in the market for a Boomba short shifter right now, just because obviously the STI short shifter does make a small difference, but overall it sucks as a short shifter. But regardless, with this combination, I mean, those throws are drastically different. I am super excited. I'm an idiot for not, I should have did a measurement of the throws. I mean, I'm gonna say at least a quarter inch difference from first to second is unreal. So super excited about it. Let me take you guys underneath and show you how I bundled everything up. All right, so you can see, or I don't know if you can, but I got the new bushings on there. Got the pin back in. You want to make sure that the safety part, the little clip, is facing, or is on towards the ground, so gravity's pulling it down. Literally, you're just bundling it back up the exact way that you put it back together. So I'm just going to install this bracket, put up the heat shield, and we'll be good to go. One thing that I will say, especially if you have the bushing, or the Boomba bushing, what you do want to do is do not screw, like, so I unscrewed this plate here, so I could just remove the shifter cable in general, just to give me more room, and it made it easier when I put that bushing in. Put the cable back on first before you screw this in. Otherwise, because this is so stiff and you know, it's brass, whatever, it's not going to slide on fully. So slide this on first, then tighten that up, you guys are good to go. So
alright guys, so quick test run, kind of see how the car works. I am gonna say that I am a mess, right? Everything is timing, right? When you're you know, shifting and getting off the clutch and putting everything into gear, and like, I am completely a mess. It is such a drastic difference. Sorry, I had to do that real quick. It is such a drastic difference that my hand feels it in gear, so my right foot starts to hit the gas, but my left foot is still on the clutch. I'm just a mess. It's like I can't drive it. It is truly phenomenal. I'm so happy that I put this in. I mean, of course, you know, one of the major things is, besides you know, really feeling like you're in gear, is that, you know, it has claims that it does shorten the throw, and I will say 100%. If I were to, you know, I am basically full stage 2 plus, if you want to put it in Subaru terms. If I were to do this entire thing over again, the first thing I would do would be the Boomba shifter plate with the bushing. Too many cars on the road. The highway was packed, the on-ramps were packed, the off-ramps were packed. Everybody's just out testing out their new shift plate, apparently. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm sure there'll be other driving point of views that I'll be putting out and such, so you'll kind of get an idea from there. But I will truly say, if I have not said it enough, this really is the best thing that I've done to the car. It makes a night and day difference. So yeah, highly recommend it. And another thing too, so when you're in 4th gear on the stock plate and such, I know it has more to do with the transmission mounts, but a lot of times when you're in 4th gear and then you go to accelerate, you'll feel the knob, not that your hand should be on the shifter, but you'll feel the knob jump, or you'll even see it jump. And since I've changed out these bushings and the plate, that has not been the case at all. So you know, big difference. I am eventually going to switch out those transmission mounts as well too for the N1s, but that probably won't be for maybe a year. I mean, only 25,000 miles on the car. I'm going to get its worth. I plan on running this thing till the wheels fall off, so I'll be changing out a lot of bushings and stuff like that, probably around 50,000 miles, so no rush with that. But again, awesome mod. But other than that, thanks for tuning in. I got a lot more to go, so you know, any questions, comments, definitely leave them below, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.